It looks so messy back there, doesn't it? Like, I can't. Let's just zoom in a little bit more. So, I filmed this video once before and it was so chaotic. I couldn't gather my thoughts. I had like a lot of caffeine. So I'm just gonna redo it. You know, I don't want that energy. I don't want the people to struggle through a video. With that being said, the video is I'm going to use my palette of the month, which is the Nomad, I think this says Land of Fire and Ice in Icelandic. So palette. So that's what this is. And my blush looks like it just goes away with like bright lights. So I guess I'm gonna put some more blush on too. Which one should I put on? This one? I have like a cool toned cream blush on, and this is kind of like it looks so warm. It looks so warm in the viewfinder, but it looks cool toned in person. It's Romantic Rose from Milani. So I'm just gonna put some more on. I'm gonna use the monitor, but it just looks like I have nothing on. Okay, good enough, good enough. So I'm gonna use this palette, and I want to show you guys. Here is the packaging. Really beautiful. It looks like a paint, what is it called? Paint pour art. That's what it looks like. But it really does remind me a lot of like the glaciers in Iceland. And then on the back here is the shades. And there are 2 multichromes or duochromes. I had it wrong before. I said, I don't know if there's any multichromes. I think there's 2 duochrome multichromes, and that is Alfheimir, this shade, and I think this one, Galgarun. So I think it's those 2 shades. So let's open it up. I'm going to do a blue look. Blue is my favorite. Here's what's the inside looks like. Oh, one last thing. They have like these gnome, dwarves or elves all over the packaging. Like there's one here too. Oh, there's one here too. They're just like the sweetest things. Yeah, and that's because the people of Iceland believe in elves, or the majority does, and I think that's just really cute and sweet. Here's the inside. So the theming is Land of Fire and Ice, and that's because Iceland is hosted on like a very active area of the world with lava and volcanoes and stuff, and then Iceland, it has like the glaciers and stuff. So when you open it, it has like the fire on the inside, and here are the shades. So you got like Northern Light inspired shades, like the moss fields, the fire, and then the ice. I love these blue shades, they're very pretty. My camera's gonna die. Oh well. So I'm going to start with, this video is leaps and bounds better than the first one I filmed. It was so chaotic. I was trying to like speak faster than my brain could process. I wouldn't even start the look until like 20 minutes into the video. I'm gonna start with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. So yeah, when this was teased, it was teased at the end of 2020. I think they announced it like the 6th of January, maybe even earlier than that. And I just knew I had to have it because I have such a strong emotional tie to traveling to Iceland and my trip to Iceland in 2018. That's where I got engaged, so, and then that's where we want to get married this year, you know, given that we're able to. We want all of our friends to be able to, you know, get vaccinated if they want to. Want to be able to travel safely, so. But that's the plan. We haven't changed it yet. And yeah, I'm really excited. It was when I went to Iceland, so I planned that trip solo. It was before I met my fiance, when I was planning the trip, and I bought the ticket, and like, it was right after I graduated college. I used my tax return for the year after I graduated college, so I graduated in August 2017, so 2018 I started planning my trip, and I was working at Ulta. Like, I had no disposable income. I'm gonna start with this shade Frig right here, the top right shade. I'm pretty sure Frig is the name of a Scandinavian goddess. I'm like fairly certain. Sorry if the formatting's weird. What was I saying? So I was planning a solo trip, and I was so nervous. Backtracking a little bit, my last semester of college I spent in Berlin. So I had studied abroad. While I was in Berlin, I went to the Czech Republic. We went to Prague, me and a friend that I met in Berlin, and then we went to, I went to Switzerland alone for a weekend. And Germany, if you ever want to like backpack Europe, I think it's a good idea to start in Germany because it's like really centrally located, or France is really centrally located. So I was planning a trip to Iceland, a solo trip, and I was so nervous. And then I met my fiance in April of 2018. And we were like talking, we met on Tinder. We were talking, just chatting, and then we met, and then we started dating, and like moved in together all by June. And was it fast? Oh yeah, but I mean, here we are, we're getting married. And I kind of offhandedly, within like text message, I said, do you want to come to Iceland with me? And he was like, yeah, sure. And he like immediately bought his ticket. Can you imagine? And I like, it was like in our infancy of dating. My gosh, like looking back now, it's like crazy. It was a main character moment for myself, and probably him too. It was really sweet. It was like nobody's taken a chance on me like that before. Nobody's kind of like valued me like that. So, and I'm a sort of like jump in 2 feet kind of person. I can be. A lot of the times I'm not, but when it comes to traveling, I am. So it was awesome. So let's say by May he agreed to go with me. We started dating in April. We moved in by June. We went to Iceland. It was it was, you know, I learned a lot about myself. I know that like I'm very particular about what time I need to get to the airport and what time I was like that. And like under stress, I'm not a very functional person, and I'll break down, and I ever since then have been trying to like work on it. And then when we were there, we took a road trip around the whole country, which takes like, if you went nonstop, like 20 hours or something. 24, 29. It's something not too bad. Like you could do it in a few days, but it would just kind of be long drives. So we did that over like, I can't really remember, 8 days. And it was really freeing. Okay, I'm gonna take this shade right here. What is it called? Niflheim. This shade right here. And I'm not certain about these names. I'm kind of guessing based on my like linguistic skills, my German linguistic skills, how to say these names. So yeah, it was a really lovely trip. It was like the most beautiful sights, the most beautiful views that I've ever seen. Since then, I've also been to Italy with him. Again, I did not perform well under stress. It's something I really, really need to work on. And I don't think it's a bad thing to need to work on. meaning I could benefit from the improvement, not something like, I want to lose weight, I want to do this and do this. It's something that would be good for me as a person growing up. But it was lovely. My fiance still loves me, even though I broke down, said some mean things. He still loves me, and I'm really grateful for that. But with that story being said, I had to have this palette because it really just played on my sentimentality, if that's a word. Sentimentals. I had to have it. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. So this is my palette for January, and I mentioned before I filmed this video before, and I had to redo it because it was just such chaotic energy. So I've used it a few times. I think this is my third time. This is my third time or fourth time using it, so I know that I like it, you know. How is everyone feeling with like the new year? Do you guys have resolutions? I kind of mentioned mine. I've been an angry person my entire life. I remember being like a little kid and fixing my nose ring, getting so irrationally angry at like the smallest things. So like that's been a work in progress for the past few years, and sometimes I do slip up. Like, it's getting less and less often how I slip up, but it's so, I'm 25 years old, and this trait has been so ingrained into me, and I've done it for so long that like I didn't think it would ever stop. But yeah, so if that's something like you, and you have like a problem with or an issue with controlling emotions, whether it's anger or something else, you're not alone. Sometimes I can make it seem like professional and very coy and relaxed, especially around strangers and on camera, because like the camera to me is like equal to a stranger, so I can make it seem like I got it all together, but I really don't. I really do have an issue with anger, and I've always have. So that's what I'm going to keep working on. That's, you know, an everyday thing, not just a resolution. But what are your guys' goals? You know? I'd love to hear them. So I have hooded eyes, and especially from this angle because the camera's a little bit higher, my eyeshadow really disappears behind my like folded lid right here. So I'm gonna bring that light blue like onto that fold. Gotta make sure I don't lose battery. I'm really hopeful and optimistic with the, you know, the change of the presidency, and whoever you are and whatever you support. I mean, generally I'm like, okay, whatever. But I think everyone can agree that the last presidency was not really satisfying what the country needed during a pandemic, okay? So I think we can all agree on that, you know. So I'm really hopeful for this new presidency, and hopefully we can kick COVID's butt this year. Hopefully we can just knock it out, you know. It makes me so sad to like think about everything so many people have like lost. I've been fortunate enough that I haven't lost anyone, but I get so scared for my family. My best friend is immune compromised, and I get so worried for her because she has to go into the hospital for her medication. It's like through an IV drip, so I get so scared for her. My dad is, you know, diabetic, and he's getting old. So I get scared for him, and you know, it's tough. It's tough. Let's squash this. Let's squash this year. There's so many good, I want to show you guys these shades up close because they're really, really unique and beautiful. So, specifically this one, it's a really like dusty blue. Honestly, ow, I just hit my eye. I was thinking it was similar to the color of my eyes, but maybe not. It's a really beautiful blue, and this might be one of the duochromes. I think I'm gonna put this on my lid, in the center of my lid, and then this shade right here is like a really pretty grayish green. Like, there's unique shades in here, so if you don't have this, and it's $37, so it's like, and it's a nice little cute indie brand. It's run by this couple, and they actually, with my order, they fulfilled my order with this postcard that they sent to everyone, and it says, in print, like printed on the postcard, it says, "Thank you so much for your order. We hope you'll love your new Nomad goodies. Enjoy." And then it says, written from Felicia and Auntie. I think that's his name. It's A-N-T-T-I. I think it's Auntie. "Thank you so much. Congrats on the engagement and upcoming wedding. What a beautiful place to be married." Isn't it like, just like little touches like this where they like hand write it, is just, it's so sweet. What was I saying before this? Oh, it's a nice little brand. All their palettes are like travel destination themed, so they do have a Berlin one, which I kind of wanted to get. $37. I forgot if I mentioned that. And they have a Tokyo one. I've been eyeing them for a while because someone on my Instagram named Mary had a little pan, or little lamb. Mary had a little pan. I think she's a panning account. And I started following her because my birth name from Dawn. Dawn given birth name is Mary. I go by Mimi. So I started following her because I haven't met anyone that's like around my age with the name Mary. So she's been talking about them for a while. I don't know if she's affiliated, but none of the palettes really spoke to me until this one. This one like screamed in my face. So I might go back and get the Berlin one because I didn't see it there before. I know Mary from Mary Had a Little Pan has the Cartagena palette based on Spain. I think Spain, and that one's really pretty. It's got like pinks and yellows. I'm going to use this shade, what is it called? Elves. And this might be the duochrome. I used the shade Gallows Lava the other day. That one was really pretty too. And Alfheim, the lavender, is really pretty. I'll insert some looks I did right here if I still have them, so you guys can see what I did. Every look I've done with this palette, I feel like has been really unique and beautiful. So I'm taking, how many credits am I taking? I'm taking like 12 credits this semester. So if you don't know, I'm assuming no one really knows this. I just talked about it. I have a degree in German studies from my university. I finished that in 2017. I've gone back to college to get an associate's in business. I think on my thing it still says computer science technically, but it's in business. I have to switch it. And I work full-time, and then I also do YouTube just for fun. YouTube's just for fun. And then I have a full-time job, which actually requires me a lot of the time, most of the time I would say, to work at least 45 hours a week. This week I worked 45 plus 8, 53 hours. And it's called mandating when they require me to work that. And that word comes from mandatory. When I first meet people and they're like, "Do you work?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm mandated." They're like, "I don't know what mandated means." And I'm like, "You don't know what the word mandated means? Like a court mandate or like a something mandate? It means you have to do it." It's like so surprising to me, but my dad has always worked in the place that I work with my dad. So I've always heard that word, but it's so interesting to me. So what mandating is that they can require you to come in on Saturday or stay later or whatever, based on your union contract, which some unions are better than mine. I'm gonna just put that out there. It sucks. I really don't love it. I really don't love it. I brought that shimmer up. My camera's at a higher angle, so like it's looking down at me. So I brought that shimmer up pretty high just because I like that really celestial, diffused look. And now I'm kind of blending that shimmer in with the blue. And it is bringing some of the sparkle into the matte shade. I'm totally fine with that. I kind of wish, because this kind of has more of a sheer base, I kind of wish I did like like maybe this blue underneath. But now I know for next time. I'm still recording. So I'm gonna take this shade, River Glacier. It's a really icy blue, not quite silver. And I'm gonna put that in the middle of my lid with a brush. I always try to do these with a brush because I get more precision. Oh, it picked up a good amount. But normally my finger is more effective. You guys see like what's just been done? And I'm gonna put that in my inner corner. Really pretty. I love these shades, like these really unique bluey shades. I love blue. Blue eyeshadow is so underrated, underappreciated, and underpaid. Mama needs a raise. Look how beautiful. Just gonna press my finger into that to blend it. Look how pretty. Look how beautiful. Yeah, how are you guys feeling? How are you guys feeling about the new year? How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling about all the Colourpop launches? I just filmed last week like new makeup releases, and since then Colourpop released another collection, the giraffe collection, and they have a sale on their website, so if you're interested, that's what they're doing. I almost burned my hand off. Yeah, I still think Colourpop releases too much. I'm still on a 1 palette per month, and this was January's, and Colourpop's, and then I'm gonna do like go balls to the wall with my spending in November to get like the sales, like Black Friday. And the reason why I'm doing this low buy is like there's so many reasons. There's a whole mess load of reasons why I'm doing this low buys, but one of them is because when I would order makeup and get it in the mail and I would get it in my possession, it used to have this really like Christmas Day feeling about it. That's the feeling I got with this. I was so excited. I was checking the door. I was, you know, so excited, checking the UPS or the USPS tracking. I was so excited. It was like a gift. It was a luxury, which is what makeup is. It's like a luxury process item, whereas like food and medicine and everything else is a necessity, whereas like makeup isn't required. And that feeling was going away whenever I placed an order. So I was just like getting it in the mail, and I'm like I have a whole basket right over here, all of makeup that I have had sitting there since Black Friday that I haven't had the time to use yet. Like, excuse me? Since Black Friday, and I wasn't like so excited to like break it open and like use it and swatch it and touch it and enjoy it, but I was for this. So I think purchasing 1 palette a month will help me with that. My battery is going down like really quickly. That's why I keep looking up there. So that's why I'm doing this like low buy. I made like 1 Ulta purchase to get conditioner. I also got a Milani blush with it, a highlighter, and something else. And then this palette, and then my Ipsy bag. And I think, oh, I have single shadows coming from Pretties for Your Face. But those are the only orders I've done this month. Whereas if Colourpop had a sale, I would spend like $90 on that. And that's exactly what I did with Black Friday, and all Colourpop stuff is sitting right here. Bad purchasing habits. If that motivates you, then I'm glad. But if it doesn't, you know what, it is what it is. I'm going to put on some liner. I don't really want to because it's like 6 o'clock at night already. Probably even later. I'm going to put on some, I'll do a thin line mascara, an outer lash, and I'll be right back. BRB, BB. Okay, we're back. Better than ever. Here's my eye look. So I just put a little bit of this eyeliner that Sigma sent me. Just like a thin line in the outer corner, not all the way, like from the middle to the outer corner. No wings, no nothing. Mascara is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist waterproof. I almost read the French or hydrofuge or Spanish or something. I'm trying this because I want to curl my lashes and put waterproof mascara on and see if that lasts longer. So far it's good. And then I just did little corner lashes in the outer edge. I'm trying to like look at you like a normal person. Yeah, that's how I've been liking to do my lashes recently. And should I do something in the waterline? I have this. These are really good from LA Girl. It's the Pastel Dream Auto eyeliners. They also have like neon ones. I think this one's a lip liner. Hold on. They also have like ones like these. I haven't even opened this one. See what I mean? Like makeup just sits here. They have these like neon-y ones. This is a lip liner, I think, but as long as you only use it in your eyes, I think it's okay. Don't take my word for it. These are really good, so why don't I put this in here real quick? Just for fun. Doesn't make a huge difference, but really like makes me look like I'm not as tired and sad as I actually am. And I really like these. They're always on sale, so if you're interested in them, if you've been wanting pastel liners that are like really good in the waterline, like here, it's on my hand right here. It's really good. I like them. So I've been thinking about my palette for February. I really want the Killer Queens Cosmetics Multichrome palette. Let's zoom you back out. And here, I'll put a picture right here. I'm basically going to call it the Multichrome palette because there's like 9 multichromes, 2 duochromes, and then 1 matte, and it's a black. But it's $120, and I feel like I didn't give myself enough time and space and effort to articulate. It's $120, which is very steep for 12 pan eyeshadow palette, but multichromes are more expensive and harder to formulate and are more expensive ingredients, okay? And February hasn't even started yet, so I don't even know what's going to be released in February for February. But again, circling back, I want to support smaller brands this year. It made me so excited to try more smaller more smaller brands once I got this and tried it and liked it. Yeah, so I really want that palette. I'm still thinking about it. She hand makes those. The mirror is like custom. It's just, you can tell effort went into it, and I want effort to go into the things I buy. Yeah, I don't know why I wanted to talk about that just now, but this is my finished look. I hope you like it. I think it complements my eye color a lot. I'll link Nomad Cosmetics. I talked about it in my last video on Wednesday. I'll link that up here as well too. And someone asked for the link. I was like, oh yeah, I should link that so people can purchase it if they want it. But if I forget to, it's just nomadcosmetics.com, and then this palette should be like on the first page, because it's like their new product. that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm very happy with how this video came out. Oh, lastly, I'm getting chaotic. My nail polish is Nailtopia Slay All Day, and this is like, what do they call it? They say it's like everything free. It's 100% vegan, fruit and vegetable technology, and then this brand, their glitter nail polishes are biodegradable. I just wanted to give that a shout out because I like that biodegradable glitter. So thank you so much for watching. Very happy with how this video came out compared to the last one. I couldn't get it together in the last one. Very happy how this one is. Subscribe if you want to. I'm here once, twice a week. Do your homework, drink your water. I have accounting homework. Gotta get that bag. Gotta get that degree ×2. As in my second degree. Not to gloat. I don't like mentioning that. It made me feel weird. I'm not gonna mention it anymore. Never again. Goodbye. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye. Goodbye.